and then like putting some bases in there. So most of the material is there, except for maybe the brown part, which is the round circle here. That's basically just a color thing. But the rest of them are kind of in place. We have the concept up in the corner, and well, we're basically gonna try to use that as a reference point, but we're not going to mimic it completely since we're working with PBR and trying to make some material definitions in there. So this is Marmoset, so let's switch to Substance Painter, because that's actually where we're doing the texturing work. So, as I said last time, we were working on the wood mostly. I'm gonna move some windows. Nice covering. I need like another screen to just like have all the windows I need and references and the streaming client. Let's see, so here's the wood then. Metal copy, which one is that? Oh. That's actually something we should start with, renaming this one. Since I don't... Okay, we're still using that. Call this Jade Base. Hello, Captain Maben! How are you doing? Good evening. Doesn't really feel like evening when I'm looking out the window. It's a little bit grey today because of rain, but otherwise it's quite bright still. So if it actually wouldn't be any cloud out there, it would have been much more light. But it is still, in fact, 9 o'clock. Just used the Swedish summer. Right, so this material is gonna be a bit tricky to nail. The green, whatever it could be, material basically. So that's why I kept... Right, otherwise it would be too reddish. And that's based on... Oh, it's based on the ruby material underneath. Okay, cool. Are you waiting for an AMD conference? How was my E3 until now? I haven't watched E3, to be honest. I have basically been working as per usual, so... And when I'm home I'm too lazy to watch. I read sometimes the news articles that comes out, but that's it. So I have watched nada. Hello there, Asherit. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? So I have a reference here that I got from one of my viewers, or a friend of mine. And I'm like, how... So this is realistic material. I'm gonna have to figure out a nice way of making this stylized. That's what I'm gonna try to do with this. There's nothing really awesome this year. Aw, that's a bit sad. Nothing to be excited about yet, then, I guess. I'm interested to see a bit more about the Cyberpunk game, because that one looks quite cool. So that's brightening it up a bit. Add a black mask here. Oh, here it is. Just want to make sure that even if it's a bit cool to play around with, having this underneath here, it's probably just gonna be interfering. I'm fine, Asherit. I'm a bit tired after working, and also the traveling to Ireland this weekend, but otherwise than that, I'm actually doing pretty good. If I think that I would ever go to speak at E3? Nah, I don't think so. I mean, that's more, showing the game that you're working on. And every time I go to speak, I basically talk about how to make games and stuff for student portfolios, or just relaying information about knowledge, I guess. So that's a bit different. Cyberpunk wasn't really news. No, it's not really, news, but it's just like I want to know more about that, and I want to know more about Last of Us 2 as well. Just to see some more teasers, I guess. Oh, Ash will be easier and fine to me. Okay, then I will call you Ash. Will be easier for me as well. There are too many AAA shooting games out there. Hopefully indie games, they bring so many good ideas. Yeah, well, I mean, the market kinda demands, like, people keep buying AAA shooting games, so I guess that's why people keep making those games as well. So there's still a market out there for all of those things. But I love indie games as well. They bring some creative ideas to the table. I really like that. They also have a little bit more, because they are indie, they can experiment a little bit more. So that's really nice. They don't have the risk. Well, they do have a lot of risks, but they can take bigger risks as well. That's the brownish thingy I added there. So if I copy this one, copy mask. Just gonna see if I can make something more fun out of this brownish material. You know. Hmm. Hello, Niam. Wow, everyone is asking about E3 and Ireland. I can't tell you much about E3 because I haven't been following that, so I don't really know. Ireland was good. Ireland. There we go. Was nice. I went to Enniskillen, probably not pronouncing that right either, to have a talk at the college there. It was really nice to meet the students and just in general to see how it is in another school across the sea. So that was nice. Then I went on to Dublin to, well, I guess do some exploration. Just some vacation. Went to the Guinness storehouse as well. Which is basically like just them showing off how they craft beer. Alright, that's highlight filter thingy. Now I can just remove that one. Brownish poopy color is just gonna call it something like that and then remove this one. America and Europe keep buying AAA shooters, you mean, Captain Waben? You're more into adventure games. I'm also a bit more into adventure games, story-heavy games, which is the reason why we're actually listening to Divinity 2 soundtracks today, because I played the game yesterday and I really liked the soundtrack, so that's why we're listening to that. Todd H was amazing as usual, Liam, showing off his class's self-deprecating humor, promising to do better just before showing off a free cash grab mobile game. Maybe I should check that out later, or maybe I just didn't really miss that much. We have some weird things going on here. Like which game, you mean, Liam? Which of all of the games we've been talking about? Right, it's probably gonna be one of these layers then. I think this is one of the downsides when you're just copying around materials, that sometimes it doesn't really generate things you want for one of the particular things you, for another type of like section. then you have to go in and fix it after. It is in here, but already. Let's call these cavity kind of things because they're mostly about shadow. So I don't have to click them like 300 times. Oh, it's in there. Okay. Right. Oh, this one is not useful then. Highlights. Right. So we're gonna go in and paint here then. Okay, then that's gone. Not sure where that came from, but it's all gone now. Guess we have the same here. Oh, you were up to 3 AM to watch Bethesda? 5 out of 7 lose sleep again. Aren't they just like showing like another remake of Skyrim again and again and again? Like, what is it this time? Mobile release? Divinity 2, yeah, I do like that game. Been playing it for 70 hours apparently, together with two friends. And I really love it. It might sometimes feel a little bit slow, but you know, it's a turn-based game and you can sit and chat while you playing, so it's nice. Like, it's action, a lot of story, but also like a bit relaxing and exploration, so it's a really good game. Oh, they literally only had one decent game and the new Doom game. Wow. I think Captain Vaben mentioned before you came into the chat, Neum, that there was nothing to be excited about this E3, so... Oh, you were talking about the AAA shooter. Nothing against what you're doing anyway, don't worry. You mean... Yeah, no, I didn't take it that way, Captain Vaben, so no worries. It's like... I know there's a lot of AAA shooters out there. I'm just relaying information about that's what, you know, I guess the market looked the way, or the amount of games in a certain category looked the way just because people keep buying stuff like that. So if they would buy other things, the market would change. It's just like with movies. If everyone would stop going to all the Marvel, DC Comics superhero movies, maybe we will get actually some other type of movies for once. Hashtag I'm not bitter at all. I mean, some of them are good, it's just that, you know, could maybe make something else once in a while. I'm on board for Baldur's Gate 3 then, Liam. Yes, I am. I played Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance for PlayStation 2 and then the second game as well, and was super disappointed that they didn't make a third release, so it didn't follow up on it. It just ended like a cliffhanger, like in a movie. So they had this cutscene and something huge happened, blah blah, and like stuff exploded and people looking away in the horizon, like, and just like you're like, whoa, I definitely want to play that. And then I think the company went bankrupt, So they never made the third one, and I was so invested into that game and the story, so I was really disappointed that it didn't, like, succeed well enough, I guess. Oh, the UV conference was just shooting games as well. Maybe you just have to start liking them, Captain Webben. Or you just one of the, like, you know, non-mainstream people liking other things and not just the same as everyone else. Nothing at all, Neum. You think that way as well? The best was the cyberpunk, you know, moment, but the rest was just a meek, neat at best. Ah. E3 isn't usually like that. It's usually some titles, but maybe people, well, the studios are just busy working on them and you can't show them off yet. What am I doing? Alright. Hello, Daniel! Been subscribed for 7 months already. How did your stream go? We're talking about E3 stuff here, and that E3 was very lame, apparently, because I haven't seen it. And doesn't really make me more keen on seeing anything from there now. Trying to figure out what I want to do with this. Any ideas? Do anyone, like, I mean, can't have everything metallic looking here, but at the same time, like, can't go for plastic. That wouldn't fit at all. But the concept art has those colors, so I'm just like, Well, that definitely made it a little bit nicer already. But I want to go to the reddish. Ah, don't undo everything. Maybe just pulling it or dial back a little bit. Not sure. There was one fun thing on the Bethesda conference, Neum. They had some paid woohoo people at the front row shouting and woohooing away too hard at everything with the oh well, the present were looking uncomfortable. You think they were paid for that, Neum, or just like overly excited? First 80% really good, second percent crash, crash, crash. Oh, your stream? You had a lot of crashes? Oh, Banjo-Kazooie is in the Smash games. That's cool. I'm not gonna add anything on the mesh, Daniel. It's more about colors. I can't really add anything on the mesh. I will have to go back a couple of steps, so no. I'm gonna make some adjustments to this Jade. Just, like, you know, try something really different. We have a lot of realistic materials we can play around with here. Should maybe shape something cool out of them. Well, they basically all use the standard materials and painter. No, we're not gonna have that. Oh, you ended with a lot of crash. Bronze statue. Corroded parts. No, let's drop this in here. adjust some parameters and see what happens. That's noisy. Also, we should copy mask. Well, I hope I don't have crashes. You never know with Painter on this computer, since, well, I don't have a powerful graphics card, so it might just do a bit of whatever and crash. Is this detect? Don't really know what's been added in here or not. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so that's that part. This doesn't really do anything. Okay, cool, then I know that. Okay, so these are part of that, right? Thank you for the follow, Dulonic. I'm sorry that I went just completely quiet, but I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with this, so... experimenting. So let's go to hide. Hello there, Frosty! It's been a while. It has. How are you doing? Seriously, another stone? It's not a stone though. There's a lot of metallic things on this one. Also, it's a chest, so it's not really the shape of a stone. But I guess I'm gonna get a reputation soon of just making rocks and stones, I guess. Potato, potato. Potato, potato indeed. What makes me interested, or, well, I guess intrigued then, is why do you guys keep coming back if I'm just doing stones? That must be the most boring objects to look at. This could potentially be something. So let's do it like this then. And is that a fill? No. Yeah. You're coming back because it's fun to tease me about it. I'm glad I can entertain you. You're doing really good. You finished writing your fantasy book the other week. Wow. You just like that finished it? I know nothing about writing books. I'm like, I guess eventually you have to come to an end in the writing as well. I'm not sure if you told me about it. I think you've said something that you're writing, but not sure if you said something about a book. But that's cool. Congratulations for finishing it. Is it something that will be released so we all can read it? We're here to learn, Liam. You, of all people, sometimes not learn and do backseat art. I think that's mostly because you're here, Liam. The backseat thingy. You see a lot of freckling things here. Maybe that's a little bit better. Wait. $458 A4 pages of an original fantasy story. You can read it for free on my Google Doc, if it's okay if I link it. Yeah, sure, link it. Damn, that's a lot of writing. Are you planning on publishing it with a book company or something, or you just wrote it for fun and then giving it for free? Speaking of back, Neo, how's the back of the chest coming along? Nice and round. Well, this is the back of the chest, the rear end. as I said, I think a couple of streams ago, maybe a long time ago, I am going to split the verts here and make it slightly open, add a black background and maybe some glowing eyes. Is that gonna make you happy? You know, like someone looking in deep into the rear or something like that, and I will leave the rest to your imagination. Is that gonna do it for a butt? Okay, you're very happy, right? I'm glad to hear that I can make you happy. Everyone is backseat driving this in anyway, so it gives some personal touches, I guess, to the piece. Well, from you guys, not from me, really. I need to find an editor before I can even remotely consider publishing it. Oh, you mean someone that is like actually reading, making sure that it's spell checked, maybe, or suggesting edits and stuff? Oh, you mostly did because it was the only thing that eliminated my anxiety attacks I had. That's really good that you found something that can help you with that. Take your mind off things. I feel that there's a lot of people who or like suffer from anxiety attacks or panic attacks and stuff. I had a lot of those myself as well. It's hard to find something to concentrate on, so it's good that you found something. Let's see. Now this is all over the place on this one. That might not be too nice, but we will adjust it a bit more later. Glass fiber. Maybe I should try to add the glowy parts because it might help with the direction and detailing. Let's see, folder. Glowy. Glowy bits and pieces. And I should probably start by masking parts in here. Hello! Elite Tech Workshop is now hosting with... Oh, thank you for the host! And welcome! I'm not sure how the raid and hosts are different when you're live. I'm sorry for being such a noob when it comes to... well, I guess Twitch. Oh, hi, and thank you for hosting. And also thank you for saying it's awesome. I hope you have a nice evening or day, not sure, but thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Oh, so that's the difference, Frosty. Raid brings people to you and hosts bring people watching through their channel. Okay, well, that's a good explanation. Thank you for that, Frosty. That's cool though, that they have different features doing. I mean, I have I am auto hosting people, but I wasn't really sure how that worked. More than that, people can kind of see it through my channel, but I didn't know about the technical details about it. Hello, Aslan! There be markings. Yeah, I'm gonna add some glowy parts in here, because I feel that it's hard to get the material in this one, the green part, right. I'm not really sure when I want to go with it, since the concept art doesn't really tell too much about material definition, especially when it comes to contrast in between them. You have the, like, you can definitely see that the horns are gold, and it's probably gold, and the rest of the, I guess, frame for the chest, and that there's wood in there. But then you have the brown, grey part, and the green part, which is basically looking the same as the other frame golden part of it. So I'm like, gonna try to make this regular metal of some sort, and then gold here and gold here, but you know, can't make everything metal, so I have a struggle of deciding what this is gonna be. Might end up being stone, I guess. Yeah, Frosty the Green looked like painted stone. So we'll see what I do with it, but I don't want it to just be stone either, so we'll see. But it might help with the contrastiness in the colors and stuff. Doesn't logically make sense that someone put stone there in the middle of everything, but you know, it's stylized, so whatever. Oxidized bronze. Yeah, I looked a little bit on that. The tricky part here, Aslan, is the stylization of it. That, like, at the moment there's a lot of flaky things added here, but we're gonna have to kind of blur them out to make bigger shapes out of it. Cause that's like the stylization I'm going for, but with a PBR touch to it, so it's can't kind of keep these things because that's too small and fiddly. Hence the another stone remark earlier. Yeah, I love me stones. I'm gonna create a stone challenge in my Discord later. Force everyone to make a stone. So I thought that if I add the glowy bits and pieces here, it might help a bit more, because it's adding a contrast color to the green, but at the same time it's also kind of the same color as gold because it's going towards yellow, so gonna have to see how that works. Why put you through that challenge when no one can win against you? I'm not sure though. Someone can probably make better stones than me. I'm pretty sure. And also make it in a better way than just sitting there and hand sculpting every detail on it, because that's not really time efficient, right? I mean, I would, if someone would have challenged me and be like, oh, make it quick and fast and nice, I would be like, okay, generate some kind of displacement map, and I'm like, done. But yeah, I'm dedicated to the stones I make, I guess. sometimes I miss Photoshop when I'm doing things like this. Isn't there some kind of lasso tool in here somewhere? No? Oh, okay. Faster to lasso things together. Or maybe there is, I just don't know where to find it. Avapi det bästa om Maka Jappa Kappa. Damn it. Were you a writer, Frosty? I think you said you were a writer. How come all the mistakes in writing? Oh, you gonna go Ash? 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 That's what we agreed on for the nickname. I was gonna pronounce the whole name again. See you next time. Have a good one. And thanks for popping by and following. Fat finger like never before and phrasing. You looked at oxidized bronze and really depends on how damp the environment around the object is and if it's an open air area or inside an alcove, etc. Yeah, I just worry that if I try oxidized metal that I won't be able to convince it looking like oxidized metal enough. Oh damn, I'm not supposed to add. Not supposed to have anything up here. As I said, because it's stylized look, then I'm like, might as well look like stone or anything else, so... I will have a look at the reference you sent me in a sec, Aslan. You're far from a writer. Oh no, Frosty. I'm gonna read some pages from your book you wrote. You just wing the book together on, what was it, 458 pages? You just don't wing stuff like that together though. That's dedication. Can I say that you're a writer once you publish then? You never written more than a Facebook post before. Okay, let's have a look at the references you're sending us then. Are you researching for me? Yeah, that's a lot of black poop, or well, just runny and dirty. Yeah, I kinda guessed that you were talking about materials like this. Now that's something that we potentially could do, but without the jittering things and so on. Just keep it more complete brown areas, or well, and green, contrasting against green. Another thing that Neon linked last time is this one. So this one could be cool to aim for as well, but I'm not really sure how to do this effect stylized, and I'm not really sure how we're going to make this one look nice in general, like in a stylization. So we'll see if this helps somewhat to add the yellow markings. bit here. At least it's added in there, in the concept. Maybe it's just rim light, but we'll try it. See what happens. There are some things that can help with the metal look a bit more bright spots, or since it's so washed out, add some rust here and there. You refuse to be identified as a writer. I dabble in various things and I do not want to be tied down by one title. Well, if you are published, I'm gonna call you writer amongst many titles. You're just gonna have to do as in World of Warcraft, you know, change your title for whatever you feel like that day. Softer transition will make it more stylized. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Go for, and also just in general, bigger patterns are more stylized as well. So. Okay. We have that. Ah, no! Do I want to create a material preset? We have color height, rough metal, normal. Gonna have to add a channel, and we're adding emissive. I wonder if it added that to everything now. The wood is also... Let's see, I'm gonna have a look in the... It's color, color... Color... Why did it go completely white on me? If I call you a writer, you call me a stone cutter, Frosty. Oh, I mean, it could have been worse, so... I'm proud of my stones, so that's fine. You will have to deal with how people see you. I will not, Aslan. Did you quote Adam Savage from Miss Bufter? I reject your reality and substitute my own. Wow. That's quite neat though. Did he say that? I haven't watched too many of them, so... Then again, I wouldn't remember anyway. So none of these have emissive on it. It just randomly added that to the wood. Okay, great, thanks. Base color is still there. Height, roughness, metallic, normal, emissive. Now why did it choose to do it like that though? Hello, Captain Disease. He absolutely did say exactly that. Wow, okay. That's a cool saying. How are you doing, Captain? I'm gonna save a version 2 because I seem to have messed up. I don't get what the emissive is basing this information on, because I checked all of them. The YouTube video you sent is a 4-second long video of Adam saying, I reject your reality and substitute my own. For those who doesn't believe me. Wonder if there's something really basic that I missed. Might be. All I wanted was to add... Oh! That was in the generator. Okay. I was just gonna say all I wanted was to add some emissive in here. There we go. I just forgot to check the generator setting. Okay, that's figured out. That's good. Troubleshooting done. Now we can get back to this glowy thingy again. You see, like, spotlights in a car, basically. Oh, you're sharing a house with a girl from Sweden? Captain? Wow. It's a very strange person, totally different culture. Now, what is this person doing that is so strange? Swedish behaviors. Being like awkward and don't talk to you, because I mean that's basically Swedish people. We have a one-liner from Jamie Heineman saying, "I kind of like it in here, it's private." You like that too? That's all? You kind of like it in here, it's private. And the other one felt a little bit more like, I don't know, intelligent in a way, or like some kind of quote from a book. I don't know. Granty Mahara saying, "I'm pumping as fast as I can." Yeah, I only watched a few of the few ones that aired on Swedish television, I guess. So not too many. Well, that's glowing a lot, so add the empty layer. Add some paint. So turn off the emissive on this one. Can paint some, I guess, fake emissive in here. Your guess is that she's making cookies, recycling, and while avoiding talking to strangers? Probably. She barely talks, but she who needs in her bedroom. She's socialized like -9,000. Yeah, that sounds like a Swedish person. I mean, for all she knows, you might be, you know, a murderer or a rapist or anything like that, so she's gonna have to keep on the safe side. We're gonna copy the mask in here, just to keep it in case we need it. Remove it from here. Do the same. Just wanna have a Let's see. Copy. Oh, wait, wrong one. Too fast. There we go. So we can paint a little bit outside as well. All episodes were aired on Sweet Tråkvision. I just think they aired kind of the same season over and over again and not the anything more. Maybe they just didn't buy the right. As Neum said, sounds like a proper decent young lady. Are you asking for advice how you should behave and if you should try to make her socialize more? Treat that creature? Or how is it? Is it that bad that we have to go to the creature of like defining a person by that? Damn. Well, chat. Do you have any advices on how to approach and talk to a Swedish person that is really socially awkward and then closes itself in their room eating knäckebröd and other Swedish food? Oh wow, that's... No, she doesn't. We Swedes love our space and don't you dare beep with our space. We'll cut ya. It's an aggressive Swede here. Bake a cake for the entire house so she might at least approach the cake if she's not approaching you. Eat her cakes? Don't try to talk to her and leave her be. Yeah, I get you, Captain. You probably... I kinda knew that you were joking. I think a lot of the people in the chat are Swedes. you gotta give some serious advice, Frosty. Text her, because talking digital is easier for Swedes than face to face. You really think so? Isn't that even more awkward though? Texting someone in the same apartment? You're asking if it's because she's shy or that she doesn't want to be bothered. How do you make friends then? Online. Plan a trip to IKEA. I don't know. I actually... I don't think there is that much of advice I can give, but for me, I'm like, I would have just tried to talk to her and be like, hey, every time you meet, like, how are you doing? What's up? You know, and I mean, everyone is different. But that's what I would have, like, done. Let's see if that actually does anything. Let's save. I haven't exported any textures this time, so Swedish people in general not very social. Swedish nerds are worse unless you know what their favorite thing, in which case they will. The talking never stops. Swedish people get social and drink, otherwise the rule of thumb is always stranger danger. Well, I don't necessarily agree, but you know, how long time have you guys been living in the same house, apartment? Eventually, I guess she would open up. I would still try to talk to her. Wait, didn't I get any missive map when I was exporting? Is that the warning thing it wanted to tell me about, maybe? Opacity channel is missing in your texture set. Taking her to IKEA would probably make her hate you. Maybe that's a little bit extreme, but IKEA is like trash on Earth? Oh, I actually like IKEA, Frosty. It's like taking her to damn sewage or taking her to a garbage dump. Aren't you a little bit over dramatic now, Frosty? Also say hello to Kay. He's here. Hello, Kay. How are you doing? 1 week! Oh, that's not long time, Captain. Hello, Kay. You're gonna sit here next to me? Right, so... maybe it didn't export... Oh wait, it did. It's just in another map then, I assume. Wait a minute. Emissive. Oh yeah, that's because I'm in the crossbow map. That's not it. Lovely. What do you like my emissive map? It's amazing. Oh damn, the whole thing is glowing. Oh. Beautiful. Maybe a little bit too much red in there. Asla, if you can't afford anything but IKEA, save up. Like, there is nothing wrong with IKEA. It's simple, cheap and easy. Thank you for the follow, Leonard BI. I have a cat in the way here now on my tablet. Oh, gonna move you over there. Just like literally took the whole upper part of the cat and just like he looks a little bit annoyed now. Sorry, Kay, but you're in the way. Now his butt is in the way. We're gonna have to make some nicer. Have to make it a bit nicer. Neo looks missing something. Thank you for the follow. I think if Captain, in all seriousness, if you just been living together for 1 week, I don't think you can expect too much of, you know, being socialized or socializing at all. She's probably trying to, you know, just get a bit more comfortable and feeling a bit more home. Then she might socialize a bit more. That's why I was saying totally different culture. But ours seems a bit different. She would probably talk to me the first day. I would probably have been talking to you the first day. Especially like making some kind of interrogation. To see if you're someone that is not like a murderer and rapist and won't like kill me in my sleep and stuff like that. So yeah, I would definitely talk to you the first day, but with other intentions of just being a friend, just to see if you are alright. Frosty, not Frostly. The closer you are to them, the more they will probably back away. So keep your distance and talk to her away from you. Switch basically only get close if you're really close friends or a lover. Respecting our space is the key here. I guess everyone is different though, Frosty. But definitely, there is some common things in there for Swedes. There's like a reason why people stand in like 1 meter in between each other in a line. So, hello Scorpion Wolf Blades. Thank you, and also thank you for the follow. So the emissive here is so out of place. Lovely. I'm gonna have to make that lighter. Oh, we're in the height. Oh, the computer is really slow. That's why it's... Just gonna try something quick to see if it's if this has any kind of impact. Let's see. I didn't update. Okay. Which programs are you using for work? Well, I'm using, as Aslan wrote, Marmoset and Substance Painter, but I'm not using Marmoset at my daily job. That's only here. At my day work I use Frostbite. Well, you shouldn't judge people immediately though, Frosty. Sounds like she's some kind of shy introvert Swede that likes to keep to herself. And the more you invade, the more she'll back off from you. Okay, well you seem to have experience, Frosty. With dealing with shy people. I'm just like, 1 week, is that enough to judge if someone is shy or just very exhausted and tired and... I don't know. Just, I guess, busy. you shaked hands and you didn't kiss each other as you would otherwise, I assume, then Captain when you're greeting. If I can project light to a texture from a light probe in Painter. No, I don't think so. I don't think you can do that. Activate post-process effects. That did nothing. I never used... I never rendered in here, used like lights. So actually I don't know if you can here, I don't think so. We'll get back to that later, I guess. Can I make transparency? Oh, no, I don't want that. That's actually quite an interesting look by inverting the metal mass map. I still have a crossbow here in the scene as well. Just playing around a little bit with lights and settings. Just lighting it up. So I have the Uffizi gallery right now. I guess we just keep it like that for now. Maybe I should... Ah, damn it, I can't render in Painter because my graphic card won't handle it. Was like, maybe it would have been a bit better. More one-to-one. Otherwise, it could have been a handy feature. You could place probes in eye sockets, and if you could sample the light in the UV space, you could have had a nice fake emissive mask. I think I'm just gonna... Yeah. That would have been nice. We could do that in Maya instead. Just put it in here, I guess. Or something. Hi there, Beardy Doodle. Would you recommend 3D Code? I actually never use 3D Code, so I don't know if I could recommend it. I've seen other people using it for hand painting things, and seems to be a very powerful tool that people like. So, based on what other people said when they've been texturing those things, don't drink my water, Kay. I used to assume if you want to do hand painting, then it's probably a good program. this really from Divinity 2 soundtrack? Apparently it is. That's weird. Never heard that one. Maybe I haven't played far enough. Yeah, there's lyrics in the music. I don't know, Aslan. Apparently they have that in the Divinity 2. This is weird. I know. It's really weird. Well, Neum can recommend 3D Code for some nice features, apparently. Spoilers. Well, the song is a spoiler now, yeah? I didn't know that. Maybe you have to be a bard, I mean, in the game to have lyrics? I don't think so. Must be in a special song in the ending or so. We can skip it though. If you don't wanna be spoiled or whatever for Divinity 2. Oh, you're getting your head around on the program right now. Cool. Let us know what you think about it. Maybe I should create a jade kinda looking material in Designer next time or something, instead of just looking in here. Might be easier that way to try to create that green material in there. Oh no, it's just the wrong one. Can't you pick a foliage material and edit it? I don't think there is any foliage material here in the standard package though, Aslan. That's the thing, I only have like I don't have any custom things in here, and I haven't made them like any materials in Designer to put in here. So it might be worth looking into doing something like that, maybe. Instead of like just trying to play around with what's in here. Probably faster. Don't have Designer installed here though, so I'll have to check that. We can do the gold. Want to make the horns a little bit more shiny from the rest, so a little bit more shiny. I guess if I next time install Designer, then I keep Designer and Painter open and just, you know, export back and forth, then we can probably find something something that works a little bit better. This is so weird music. I haven't heard it and when I played Divinity, so I'm a bit surprised. Thank you for the follow, Binary Ferret. Okay, so just adding, like, it's very subtle, but might help in the reflection and rendering a little bit. Should do see. Either that or see if we can get a little bit more depth in here. I don't really feel like I made too much progress this time though, Aslan. It feels like I've been looking at the same material going like, oh, what am I supposed to do here? But that happens. Damn, it's such a small part that it's basically on or off, so... Oh, maybe we should add it on the right one. There we go. I had it on the wrong one. Oh, see you, Captain. Take care. Hope to catch you next time. I don't really feel like I'm running blind though, Aslan. It's more like I feel like I'm a bit lost in general because I don't have enough research on what I want to actually do. Hello, Roan! How are you doing? It's quite late already. Shouldn't you go to sleep? is there so much lyrics in Divinity now? It's a lot of like clicking, adding back and forth here. Oh, you're not going to go to bed soon. I'm in the last third of your finals. 2 weeks to prepare. So it's nice to not have to go up and wake up early for a change. Oh, thank you, Ron. I am having some struggles though. People have seen me change color on this one a couple of times already. Because I'm very undecided. Well, I don't really know what to do with it. So. Do we have subtract here? If I'm gonna tweak the metal a bit more. Yeah, I'm tweaking everything, basically. It looks a bit different in Marmoset. This is what it looks like in here. But yeah, I'm working on it. I'm just not too happy with the result, so... Wow, what happened there? This could be interesting. Let's see what that looks like in Marmoset. But you're soon done then, Ron, with if you have only 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to prepare and then you're doing your finals and then you can have vacation, I guess? Summer vacation. Okay, it definitely looks more interesting. Now it's just a matter of tweaking it even more because it's a bit too harsh. change to some weird Zelda mix. That's a little bit better. Definitely has a little bit more interesting feel to it. Gonna have to work a lot more with the light. Animal crossing niceness. You like the darkened details? Yeah, me as well. I think we might have something that might work. Gonna work more on it obviously, but this is probably a better starting point. It's a bit dark though, so you're gonna have to brighten it up quite a bit. Yeah, most of it done already. Around only 2 weeks to the final exam and 2 months of summer break. Oh god, that's what I miss by being a student. Summer vacation break. And then you have more school. I don't miss studying, but I miss definitely the long summer break. The gold is way shinier in Marmoset. Yeah, it's I mean, I only have default view in here in the Substance Painter, and I can't render it in here. And as you know, I talked about earlier that my graphic card is just too bad for it. Barely wants to open Substance Painter as it is right now, so I'm just waiting for it to crash, but it haven't, so that's good. So that's why I'm like going back and forth between the programs. And yeah, it looks different. So then we have all these spots here. Just a blur, and then maybe a sharpen on top of that. So make them a little bit bigger, then we sharpen the bigger spots, I guess. A little bit. Hello, Grusty. Good evening. The horn reflections are weird though. Too smooth, I guess. You could try to maybe add some roughness detail. There is a little bit in here, but not much yet. This one has a little bit more, but not too much yet either. Like I started adding a little bit of like spots to see if that would make a difference. So I'm gonna start adding a little bit more definition to this as soon as I figure out more what I want to do with this part here and that one, and then like adjust them a little bit towards each other. But yeah, it definitely needs more work in the roughness. Start removing some of the things on the tail here as well. We'll see if I can add in some of like more custom made, a bit more by hand instead on this one. So it doesn't just random generate it all over the place. Hello, Polygon! how are you doing? You're also popping in quite late. Isn't it like telling people to go to bed here? Polygon was the one who invited me over to Ireland and to the college there, so showed me a bit of Enniskillen as well. Let's export. Oh, there we go. It's much calmer now, but still have a little bit of details going on in here. That's a little bit more stylized. Have we been watching E3? No, I haven't been following E3. I've been asked that in the beginning of the stream as well. And no, I don't know much about it. Well, except that people have told me that it's not really anything worth looking at. So that nothing were really up to hype this year. That's kind of what everyone's been telling me in chat, at least. Thank you, Polygon. I hope to figure out how to do some of the definitions in here. The contrast between the ring, the metal and the gold. So it's nice that people think it looks really cool, but there's a lot of things that I still need to get done on this guy before it's, you know, before I can call it done. So still a lot of things left to do. Well, I asked people as well, Ron, about Cyberpunk, but people were like, meh, you know. But I haven't seen anything from it. I am going to watch some things later. I usually watch like summaries or read articles, and I usually link to trailers and stuff like that. So that's what I usually do instead of actually watching the whole thing. Thank you for the follow. I am not gonna try to pronounce that. I have no idea what it says, your name. But thank you, I appreciate it. Play around a bit more with emissive later. We'll turn it off for now. It's supposed to be super shiny. depth in here to make it look like glass, maybe? Unless we mask it out from Marmoset. No, wrong. I basically didn't watch anything, and it's okay to spoil. I mean, if you think there's something worth checking out, it makes my life easier instead of like having to Google things to look for. Definitely gonna have to do something about those emissive things in the eye. I think the wood is pretty okay. I'm gonna have to do some roughness adjustment in here, and I wanna add a little bit more fake highlights in there, just to make it pop a little bit more. But looking at the model, I think that's the one that is like come the furthest along the way compared to the rest. But it is quite late, so I am going to pop off, and I will continue on this on... It's Tuesday today, right? Yeah, so on Thursday. And I'm probably gonna have... we'll see if I have a go at designer as well, to see if we can make some other materials than the one, like the basic ones that I have. To see if we can find something other cool to add on top of it. Otherwise it's mostly gonna be Painter and Marmoset again. So, but thanks for tuning in, and for all the new followers and stuff. I really appreciate that. I hope people have a good night and a good sleep, and I will see you on Thursday, 9 o'clock in the evening, Swedish time. So, have a good evening. Bye bye, guys.